Alright, so um it's the next day, 6 p.m. The market's just resetted and it's been an hour after, so the spread's lower now and markets are gonna start chilling down. Volatility is gonna lower and we're looking at gold right now. And I remember saying price was down here. So I come down, it was retesting, consolidating at that point. And I'm gonna be honest, I would have entered for a trade here. Because I remember saying that I wanted to see a break below this area right here and a close below. And looking on the 1 hour, 15 minute, we did see that break below. I probably would have entered here. Stop loss would have been like right above here, maybe above here. TP down here-ish. Stop loss probably would have been down here. But I would have lost that trade, and I would have been content with that because this is following my plan. Like, I seen my confluences price was still below the 2900. It looks like in the middle, but it was still below. Moving average crossed over, it was still below. This was all just a lower high at the time, or it looked like a lower high. We had the Fibonacci confluence as well. And price was overall just pushing down. And all I needed was that last confluence, and I got it, 5 confluences. And I entered off of that. And I lost that trade, but, you know, you're going to lose trades. So, price pushed up above this consolidation. Came down to retest it. Didn't retest it to a T. It retested it in general, though. It got to this area. You know, it didn't. This wouldn't be considered a retest, but it got low enough. Pushed up, moving average crossover. Could have entered like here once you see this push up. Stop loss right there. Yeah. And DP could have been literally at the next high because we know price could get here. And not really know if it's going to continue pushing up or not. But as we see price get here again, I want to be very cautious because the last time price got to this area, it completely dropped. So here I want to see a pretty good rejection or a pretty strong breakthrough of this area. I want to see a breakthrough, retest, or inability to break above, like right here. And we're seeing a lower high right now, but moving average is still red, blue over red. So I'd really want to see a break below like this low here. Or there hasn't really been a low. We need to see a higher structured time. No, higher time framed market structure. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really not mad about this trade. It was a good trade in my opinion. I would have taken that 100 times. But yeah, now we see the moving average crossover. We're going to trade with the trend. We're going to either wait for a breakthrough, retest, which would be stronger because we do have all these other confluences with it, or a push down, which I don't think I'd really enter off of because price could be making just a lower high, push up lower high somewhere, and then continue pushing up. But for now, we really don't know. So I'm just going to wait, be patient. Price just closed this huge bullish candlestick, so I want to see if it's going to continue the momentum or come down a little bit and give us some structure. So that's that for gold. For GA, I woke up yesterday and I saw what was happening. What I thought was going to happen. So when I woke up, I saw price. It was up here initially, and I'm not too sure where it was. Pretty sure it was here somewhere. It was one of these three. One of these, but it was high. It was pretty high. I do remember that, but basically, price was not here. It was not here yet. And what I had said is Price might come down, create a higher low, retest off this trend line, and a retest off of this, or rejection off of this support area. And price came down, and it respected it. And I entered here actually. I saw price come down, and it rejected strongly this candlestick and strongly again. I entered off at the close of this candlestick. Stop loss below this area, because although there wasn't a really firm stop loss you could have had, I could have got stopped out at this stop loss. But the reason I had my stop loss here was because the reason I had my stop loss here, looking back, not even looking back, just looking at this right here, we see that this support area lines up with the top of this trend line. So I'm not going to have my stop loss right below this area. I'm gonna give my stop loss a little bit of breathing room, have it below the trend line and the support area, so that it has room to tap the trend line, tap the support area, and still push up. I didn't have my trend line or stop loss too tight. I didn't have it too wide below here because price could have just came down off of this lower high. But I had it at a really good area. If it got tapped, it got tapped. I still re-entered. Delete this. Still re-entered. Saw price come down again from my original entry point. It wasn't the negative, but it came down, and not in a real trade, but it did come back down, tap the trend line, which was a stronger trade, which I was looking for. I was looking for it to tap the actual trend line, and I got in early on this trade. Just secured my position on this trade in case this was the move and it just kept pushing up. But once I saw this, entered again. Obviously, hypothetically, it would have been with the higher lot size compared to the first trade. Wouldn't have put too much risk on the first trade, but entered on that. TP is all the same, and stop loss is all the same. So that's really it for those. For AU, we're kind of seeing it. I'd have an alert like at this area here, or right here. I have an alert there, or here, just to see price push above this area, and see it really give that confirmed like push up off this retest. But I want to see that, or a tap of the actual consolidation box, but it basically already did that, so I'm not gonna want more from the market. Like, it's giving me what I want, and it's giving me a higher low right here, so we're seeing what we want to see. It could really enter here. I'd probably enter here, stop loss like right here, and enter again once I see this break above. But I wouldn't enter with too much risk on this trade. Just have it as a trade that we could be confident in. Looking back in time. Alright. Looking back in time on the daily. And we do see price stopped here. So gonna have our TP there. And yeah.